I know this is the most original idea for video. In fact, multiple YouTubers have done this, but I've always wanted to do one of these videos. I think I have some interesting takes when it comes to ranking seasons. So today, I'm going to be ranking every season of Fortnite that I have played. All of Chapter 1 will not be included in this ranking because I did not play in Chapter 1. And the ranking conditions, basically this is how I'm going to be ranking each season, is did it have a good battle pass? Was the gameplay good? And did it have good and consistent updates throughout the season? With that all being said, I hope you enjoy my ranking. Alright, coming in 29th place, so dead last place, it is Galactic Battle. The battle pass absolutely sucked for this season. The gameplay was horrendous. I hated the blasters. It was a mini season, so that means we get an update every week. But the updates were just so like miniature, you barely even noticed it. For those reasons, Galactic Battle is in dead last place. The only redeeming factors about this season, it had a big live event and the Darth Vader AI was cool. Everything else sucked about it. Alright, 28th place is our newest season, Pacific Break. The battle pass, again, sucks for this season. Gameplay is really boring. As for updates go, we are like a month into the season, a little bit more. It's probably a little early to rank this season, but so far, it's not that good, to be honest. Alright, in 27th place, we got Chapter 2, Season 1. As much as I want to like this season, when you look at the facts about it, it's not a good season. It beats the other two because the events that were in the season were phenomenal. The gameplay was simple, yes, but it feels more Fortnite than Pacific Break will. This season had a decent-ish battle pass, but this season is the longest season out there, like 127 days long. So for those reasons, and it being like a simpler season, it's in 27th place. Now, 26th place might shock some people. Get it? It is Shock and Awesome. This had a lot going for it. I think where it falls short is one, the battle pass isn't really that good. Like you'll notice that with a lot of these lower seasons. And there was just so much updates out of nowhere that it like made this season feels so like hectic. Yeah, this season was just insane, but I think it failed to keep its theming correct, and for that it's down here. Now in 25th place is Primal. Primal is really weird because I think crafting was a good idea. I think it was implemented poorly. The battle pass was okay on this one, I guess. And they had like pretty decent updates throughout the season, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, it wasn't like a horrible season, it's just the crafting was a little tedious. So for those reasons, it is in 25th place. In 24th place, we have Myths and Mortals. This season had the worst loot pool changes, I think, ever. The Gatekeeper shotgun was just so annoying to fight against because it did so much damage. The map changes were like cool, but I don't think they should have like exactly stayed throughout the entire chapter. The battle pass also wasn't a fan favorite of mine. Like I am not a huge fan of this battle pass. There was consistent updates throughout the season, which I respect. But yeah, I don't know, it just wasn't really good season, didn't really grasp my attention. Plus, they also vaulted like the boss mythics like halfway through. So yeah, for those reasons, it is in 24th place. Next up, we got Chapter 2, Season 5, 0 Point. I think most people forget that this season heavily revolved around the item shop collabs, and that's it. Like, there were not many gameplay changes. The battle pass was okay for this one. We had like Mandalorian and like Baby Yoda in this battle pass, which that was cool to see. But aside from like the battle pass, the gameplay was just the same throughout the entire season, and it got very boring. Like they vaulted the new feature, which was like sand tunneling for like most of the season. The exotics weren't nearly as good as they are nowadays. and they took a break for Winterfest this year. So just all of those like factors combined makes this season not really good. All right, so in 22nd place we have Underground. This is Chapter 5, Season 1. I think this is a really good season. The only problem is we switched from hit scan weapons to projectile weapons, and I was not a huge fan of that. The battle pass was pretty good. We got Jones and Hope, two of like the main storyline characters nowadays, which is cool. Plus seeing the entire like society and like Peter Griffin. So it was a pretty good pass to pick up if you're like a storyline fan, but if you're not, it was a really weird pass, I guess. So yeah, for all those reasons, it is in number 22nd. All right, in 21st place, we got Cubed. The battle pass wasn't too exciting except for like the Cube Queen. I think that was like the coolest character because like it was actually a secret skin instead of some of the skins they just reveal like at the start of the season, like, oh, you have to wait a few days, weeks, months, and then the skin unlocks and you do quest for it. No, the skin was actually hidden, and then when it was revealed it felt like important. So I really like that. Now they did have good and consistent updates throughout the season, which I like. So overall it's just kind of a mid-er season, but the live event at the end of it was like top 5. All right, in 20th place we have Paradise. This is like the Chrome season. This is one I'm like majorly conflicted on. The Chrome weapons were cool to use. I like the fact that the more damage you do, the higher the rarity goes for them. But the battle pass was really not good. Aside from like Spider-Gwen, I think that was like the best skin of the pass. And the Halloween event this season was just not it. Like they had like a few decorations around the map, and there were like some claws that got vaulted like on day 1 of the event. The season was just again in the midder section of seasons. Not good, not terrible. All right, in number 19th place it is Last Resort. Now we've had a lot of these heist themed seasons. I liked the fact that you could rob like the vaults for mythics. I think that was a crazy feature that they added. The battle pass this season wasn't too exciting though, in my opinion. They did have a Halloween event this season. It was kind of like underwhelming though, but overall, again, not exactly season 2 exciting, other than the fact that you can heist vaults and steal like mythics from past seasons. If I'm forgetting something important, let me know. But overall, I think the season kind of just like mid. Alright, in 18th place we have Wrecked. Now, Wrecked was super fun. I think when you go from a boring season like Miss Immortals to Wrecked, it like shakes the game up so much, and I personally like loved it. However, that doesn't excuse the fact that the cars were overpowered, the nitro fists were overpowered. It was really chaotic. The battle pass was not terrible. The gameplay was absolutely chaotic, like I just said. They did go on a summer break. They left us reload before they went on a summer break, which is one of my personal favorite modes nowadays. So I think the season gets a little bit more points for that. So overall, I think this is a hated on season just because of the cars and the nitro fists, which I get. I think looking back on it now, I think it was really fun. Alright, 17th, we have Lawless. Another heist themed season, although I think it's done better. The battle pass was a little lame. I think Midas was like definitely the coolest skin in that pass, and everyone else just kind of felt like randos, to be honest. You could start like heists by throwing thermite onto vaults. Then once you complete it, you get a bunch of gold, you get dill bits, then you can go buy some like special weapons and exotics and stuff. There was a whole system to it, which I liked. My only problem with it is that this is like the 3rd or 4th heist season that they've ever done, and I am sick of them. Also, the kneecapper was kind of overpowered, but overall, I think we have seen better seasons than this one. In 16th place is Wilds. For some reason, a lot of people hate on Wilds. Now, this was a jungle themed season where like the entire center of the map basically like blew up and then revealed like ancient like temples or whatever. And that's cool on paper. I think they executed it poorly though. But aside from that, the battle pass was really good. I think this one's pretty solid. My only problem with this season though is that the summer event was mid. Alright, in 15th place, we have Super. I think this season was really good. I loved Mask Maker Daigo as a villain. He just looked menacing and sick. The Battle Pass characters all felt like special. They were all characters used in the story for that season, which I love that storytelling and I wish they did more of. But overall, I think this was a really good season. 14th spot, we have the Simpsons season. When I first heard of this Simpsons season, I thought it was going to be like terrible, awful, the worst season to ever exist. But then I played it and my opinion definitely changed really fast. I think going from the chaotic mess from Shock and Awesome to this more simple, cartoony, fun Simpsons season, I think it was a really nice like change. The Battle Pass sucked though, because of the crazy live events, because of the gameplay. I think this season was phenomenal. In 13th place, we have Absolute Doom. Absolute Doom's Battle Pass, I think it was really good. I think it was really well done. Added some Marvel characters I think we've been needing in Fortnite for a long time now. I think Doom coming back, being like this like menacing villain, was really cool. Getting his Armor of Doom was so fun. The gameplay of the season I think is overhated just because of like the jetpack. I think this season was like really good. Alright, in 12th place we have Splashdown. This was a flood themed season. The Battle Pass was really good. I like this one a lot. I like Fade and the Eternal Night. I think that's her name. They added the charged shotgun, but we all know how I feel about that. The gameplay for the season, I mainly want to talk about the flooding. I think that was such a cool way to like take away some of the island and then slowly bring it back. I think that was such a cool way to do it. I think the season was really good. In number 11th, we have Fortnite OG. We had a 1 month long period where we went back to original Fortnite due to a time machine. This season was really fun. I think just having like all the events of chapter 1 being like slowly put together. You saw this like chaotic mess at the end of the season. I think that was so cool. I really liked it. And the reimagining of the like end event was also a cool event. It did feel like a big advertisement though, which is my only complaint. The Battle Pass was also like sick. I think it was a good season. In the 10th spot, we got Invasion. Now, it was an alien themed season, and they added a bunch of wacky guns. They had like the recon scanner and the railgun. I think it was just a really cool season. We finally got to see like Dr. Sloan in this Battle Pass, and I think that was a really cool like reveal. And she's still like talked about to this day, so I think it's a pretty iconic skin. They gave us a crazy summer event this year. Then they gave us a crazy summer event, as well as a crazy like concert and a live event. This season was absolutely stacked with content. So for those reasons, it is in the number 10 spot. Number 9 is Spies. This season Battle Pass was phenomenal. Some of the most iconic characters to be put in a Battle Pass. The gameplay was insane. Like this is the first time we were introduced to like AIs in Fortnite, and then as well as we were introduced to mythic weapons, actual like mythic weapons, not just a sword. I think this was a really well done season. My only problem with it, and the reasons that like the 9th spot, because it was delayed a lot. It's the second longest season ever, so for those reasons it is in the 9th spot. Also, we had 2 crazy live events this season. Alright, in 8th we have Nexus War. This was the first Marvel season. The Battle Pass this season was great. The gameplay of the season was so fun as well. Like I loved using these Marvel mythics. Yeah, I just loved using them and finding them. And the updates throughout the season were crazy. We got like Stark's Lab in like the middle of the season, and that was crazy. We got like Fortnite mirrors as well. But yeah, this season was stacked with content. Number 7 is Resistance. Resistance was super fun. The Battle Pass was really cool. This is the first time when Zero Build was added, and it was like a war-themed season. Granted, the timing wasn't exactly the best, but I think this season was super fun. I really liked what they did with this season, and the event at the end was crazy. In 6th spot, we have Chapter 4 Season 1. I don't know if this season has a name or not, but this was a good season. I liked this season a lot. The Battle Pass was really good. It was kind of buggy, but I think it just like enhanced this experience because you had something to like laugh about whenever you like die. It's like a crazy glitch, like you were flung like 1,000,000 meters in the air. I think that was fun. The gameplay was also cool. I love the Shockwave Hammer. I think all the new guns they added were great. The POIs were some of the best. I think it was a really solid Season 1. Number 5 is Oni Hunters, Chapter 6, Season 1. This was a great Season 1. The Battle Pass had characters that were important throughout the entire season. Throughout the entire chapter, almost. The gameplay was also really cool. They finally did a good Winterfest for this one. The season holds a special place in my heart. I love this season a lot. Alright, number 4 is Vibin. Definitely a really overhated season. Vibin's Battle Pass was simple, clean. The map changes, the gameplay, all felt so nice. I think Brave Cave was a great addition with like the roller coaster going around. I think this season, it does suffer a little bit though because it did get a little boring. Plus the summer event wasn't that good. But overall, I think this is a pretty hated season. I think they did alright with this season. In number 3, we have Flip. I love the vibe this season gave. This felt like a fresh start. It was a fresh start. We were on the Chapter 2 map for 2+ years, and when we finally got to see the island flip and we were on the new map, that's still a feeling that I vividly remember to this day. Like, the theming gave me chills. It was just great. It was amazing. The Battle Pass though, we finally got Spider-Man in the game. We finally got to see another member of the 7, and we could actually wear him. He was a secret skin though, so we had to wait a little longer. But we finally got to see more of the 7 in this chapter and in this season as well. And the map just felt so good to run around on and explore. I love this season. I think this is one of the best seasons ever. But Flipped is beaten out by number 2, Mega. Now, Mega was really, really good. It just enhanced the Chapter 4 Season 1 map even more. I loved Mega City. I loved the entire biome that was around it. I feel like I never truly fully explored it. The Battle Pass was also great. I love this Battle Pass. I think it did a great job with most of the characters. This is a great season. I love the season a lot. But it's not in number 1. And in number 1 is Remix. This is the best season to ever exist. Great Battle Pass. Great reimagining of classic Chapter 2 characters. The gameplay was so fun. The mythics were not broken, but OP that you want to get them. And we did get good consistent updates throughout. Each week we got a new location based on the artist that was in the season. And we had a crazy live event at the end that led us into Chapter 6. Overall, I think this was a phenomenal season. And that's my ranking for every season that I've ever played. I think Remix is really special. So that's all I have for today. Let me know your ranking for the seasons you've played in the comments, and I'll see you later.